Hello everybody, this is the Daydreamer with Daydreams and Nightmares, and this is my video entry into David McDonough's yet another horror giveaway. This one ends tomorrow, and for this one he asked us to answer 5 questions. He wanted to know what our favorite horror book is, and actually it's been turned into a movie and a TV show. And anyway, Stephen King's The Stand is one book that I've read that I really, really like. And Stephen King is the king of horror novels. Wrote, everything that turned into movies in the 80s. And anyway, my favorite horror attraction. I don't have a chance to go to it very often, but up here I live in Minnesota. We have the Minnesota Renaissance Festival. I like to go to that during the summer. But one of the things that they do during Halloween, they have a Feast of Fantasy where you can go and eat on a big table and servings of food. But anyway, that's during the Renaissance Festival. Well, they do the same thing on Halloween or around Halloween, and they tell ghost stories, and you're out in the middle of the woods. Normally there's all kinds of vendors and entertainment and jousting and all that going on, but it's just you in this house in the middle of the woods at night in the dark, which was not normally open. And you're, like I said, you're out in the middle of the woods. There's no natural light. There's no anyway. It's a very, very creepy, dark setting to actually kind of enjoy yourself and listen to your hosts tell ghost stories and things like that. But I won't have a chance to do that this year, but would like to. Number 3, plans for this Halloween. Unfortunately, I am going to be working on Halloween, so I'm not really going to be able to do much this year. The creepiest thing you have ever seen. I can't remember what the movie series is. I worked at a movie theater. I was a manager of a movie theater, and right around October of '98, I think it was, they decided to bring in a film series which was kind of like Faces of Death, but it's a whole different. It's reality gore. It's accidents and shootings and killings and all of that are on film, and they've turned it into a movie, and there's several versions of it. And said for the life of me, I can't remember what it was called. But to see a movie like that, that is kind of, like I said, just the reality of it. Like I said, it's not a. I said I love horror movies, and I know that all of it is special effects and fake blood and getting a good scare out of it. But to actually watch a movie that's made from real film of actually having people being beheaded and killed and torn apart in accidents is just creepy, in my opinion. It's the what they call them, snuff movies, which, like I said, I find kind of creepy. And because I was a manager of the movie theater and had to put the films together, I actually had to preview it to make sure that was put together right. And I said, yeah, that's for me, that's just not my cup of tea. And it is one of the creepiest things that I've watched. And last but not least, number 5 is the horror remake that you'd like to see made. And I'm of the opinion that if it's a really good horror movie, you really shouldn't remake it. They need to come up with new ideas, fresh ideas in any genre. But that seems to be the thing, is they seem to make sequel after sequel after sequel if they hit upon a good thing. But for me, if I wanted to see one remade, I'd go all the way back to the classics. They've done different versions of Dracula and Frankenstein and the Mummy and things like that, but the one that hasn't seen a new treatment, and with all the new special effects and CGI and all the things you can do with computers these days, it would be great to see a fresh look at the Creature from the Black Lagoon, and that would be what I would look to see. Anyway, I will leave the link down below for this one as well. Thanks again to David McDonough for hosting all of these wonderful giveaways, and goodbye.